What's up, Chris? Shouts out to your show. Search Show 24/7 is a great show. You're where I get all my Young Justice reviews from.
That's right. Black people watch my show. Cue the intro. Welcome back, everybody, to the Search Show 24/7. First off, as you can tell, I'm not in my normal setup right now. Since Young Justice is on a little hiatus, and you know how that is. I'm going on vacation, so while they're on hiatus, I'm going on vacation. I'm not even in YouTube mode right now, but I do need to get this done for everybody because I know I was supposed to have this done like last week, but I'm lazy as hell, and so if you hear kids in the background and stuff, them ain't my kids, my sister's kids. So I'm sorry, we got to deal with it for right now. But we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna answer a lot of questions. So let's go, everybody. Yeah, I could see stuff like that happening, but I could see it like her like really getting real powerful and her really taking advantage of these like bad guys and really putting them into these vegetated states and stuff like she's been doing. I could see her taking it like to the maximum to where it's a real problem to where Nightwing's like, yo, we might need to watch out for her, and I think it might come a point where she might end up turning to like that, I guess, that Jean Grey like Phoenix type. But I think her only saving grace will be Superboy. I think if anybody can save her from like going too far, I think it'll be Superboy. I think they'll have like a great moment to where Superboy is like, yo, you need to calm the freak down, you know what I mean? And chill out. And I think they'll just have a moment to where she understands like what Superboy's been talking about and why Superboy broke up with her. And she was like, well, I don't want to be seen like a monster or anything like that, because she, like, for that first season, she's always been trying to get away from that, and now she sees that everybody sees her as like this big old like monster and like crazy person. So I think Superboy would be the one to like bring her back to like a normal like Hello Megan type state to where she'll be okay, to chill around. But right now everybody needs to stay the hell away from her, if you ask me. But great question, and yeah, hopefully we'll see something like that in the near future, and that's what I'm hoping on. I'm hoping that Superboy is the one to save her. So that'll be nice for me, seeing like somebody with so much growth over this second season save the person he really truly cared about, who kind of saved him and made him into a better person. So yeah. Okay, now this is a very great question. Now, since season two started, my theory has been something like that. I do think that, the Light or Vandal Savage or whoever is controlling like this big massive plan against, the Young Justice team, I do feel like they're gathering all these like teenagers and stuff and trying to build them into like these meta-humans, like superpower teams, to kind of go against the Young Justice team, you know what I mean? To like have them, while the Light and whatever like doing their big mission, they need like soldiers, you know what I mean? They need soldiers to fight for them, and I think these are what these kids are for. I think this is what Jaime's friend Ty is got captured for, and the rest of these teams, I think they're being built and they're being like worked on to be these superhumans to fight the Young Justice team. So that's what I'm hoping that will happen, because that'd be very cool, because I know a lot of people are waiting for like the Apache Chief to come with Ty, and so that's what that is my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully, something like that will happen. I haven't been too right about everything with these theories going into season two, like I was in season one. Season one, I was knocking these theories out. Season two, I think I only got like one theory, and that's the Aqualad thing. That's the counter thing, being on the good side and just being on the cover. So hopefully I get this one right too. So that's what I'm hoping for. And yeah, I can't wait for them to explore and talk about that more, because that looks like it's going to be a great storyline. Yeah, from what I've heard about what Greg has talked about and other writers from the show, and just hearing their rumors and stuff, you will probably be seeing a lot more Justice Leaguers, a lot more characters from the DC universe. Really, it's not me. For me, it's not me getting to see new people. I rather get to see like people that we've seen but haven't really got a lot of screen time. Like the some of the Green Lanterns. I want to see some more of them. I want to see them with more story. With more lines, and I want to see an episode with their story, and then like the Young Justice team have to work with them or something. Or Wonder Woman. She just got some lines not too long ago. She just got an actress, Maggie Q, who's a very talented actress. I would like to see her get some more lines. Bring Superman back into it. Let him get some more lines. So for me, it's not them bringing in more Justice Leaguers. For me, it's them utilizing the people that they already have and just expanding on that, you know what I mean? And then working around it, after they expand on people that they've already introduced that we really haven't seen too much of. I know, the Justice League are in court and stuff like that, but I would like to see what's going on there in court, you know what I mean? Because they got Batman in court, so he's gonna be pissed off. He don't want to be in court right now, so I want to see some stuff like that. But yeah, you will see some more new Justice League members. I don't really know who, and I'm not really looking forward to a certain amount of people, but I am looking forward to seeing more Green Lanterns and their storylines. Maybe I would like to see. I know he's not a Justice League member, but I would like to see Sinestro and a storyline with that. So yeah, like I said, you will see a lot more. So hopefully we get that pretty soon. So great question. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a lot of great questions. With this, I think my theory is, yeah, obviously we think Bart, he thinks that he's already fixed the future by saving, Barry and Neutron's life and stuff like that. So, but we all know that the future is still shitty, and I think the reason is because you can't change the past and fix the future. I think it's always going to have that domino effect to where if you save somebody's life, okay, you saved him right here, but he's still going to die before that future gets here. So I feel like, yeah, he saved Barry's life now, but it's just going to come a time, man. Barry's going to die, and it's still going to have that same effect in the future, and everything's still going to have that domino effect, or what is it called, butterfly effect? I don't know. Yeah, I do think that you're gonna see like a domino effect or whatever it's called, to where yeah, Barry survived, but he's still gonna die, and the future's still gonna suck, and that sucks because you was rooting for Bart to get the job done, but when you look at it, you're like, damn, man, whatever he did, it still wasn't enough, and it's still not enough to change the future. So we're looking at a pretty shitty future in like 40 years. So that's not, nothing to look forward to. So yeah, great question. I would assume you would, because like what in season one he was probably like 10, so that 5 year gap he probably be like 15, 16, somewhere around there. And I would like to see him because I thought like in season one he was like one of the great highlights of that season. When Captain Marvel was on and Billy Batson was on, and they did their little things and stuff. And his interaction between the team and him wanting to like be around the team because he thought the team was very cool, and he didn't really like being around the adults because he thought they were old and they were boring. So I would like to see some more stuff like that happen, but I don't know if it's still gonna have the same effect because he's a little bit older. So when kids get older, they start acting like adults anyway. When you get like in your teens, you start acting like an adult. So I don't know. I would still like him because I think he's still a great character. Sorry if you hear so much crap in the background, but yeah, great question.
I have two quick questions. The first question is, do you believe that between seasons 2 and season 3 there will be another time skip?
Okay, now with season 2 still going on and going. I guess I'm assuming since the show is doing so good right now and it's getting great reviews from like reviewers and everybody else, I'm pretty sure like Cartoon Network is gonna have a third season because they need stuff for their DC Nation block, so it would just make sense. So regarding season 3, if they would do a time skip, I've always said if they wanted to do a time skip, another time skip, season 3 should be about what happened during those 5-year gap. That was my opinion. All right, and if that doesn't happen, that's okay. I don't really care. But I would like to see what would happen during that 5-year gap because that means you get to see um, Robin, Robin, Dick Grayson grow into being Nightwing. So I would like, who wouldn't want to see that? Like him growing into Nightwing and getting away from Batman's big ass shadow. So that would be one of the highlights for season 3 if that would happen. Or what they could do is, for season 3 they do, I guess, a future time skip or whatever, to where or I guess that's still a time skip, whatever. To where they talk about like what happens during that 40 years, the time where Bart is from, that future where Bart's from, like what happened, who dies, and how did it become like that. So either way, I think they can work, or they can just go on with a normal season to where they don't do no time skips. But if I were the writers, I would go with one of them two options. Go with what happened during those 5-year gap, and or what happened during the future to where Bart's from. So one of those would work fine with me. So yeah, hopefully we'll see something like that. Only time will tell. We still got a shitload of episodes for season 2, so we still got a lot of time. So no telling what's going on. If anything, we can be like, well, none of this crap makes sense. We don't need a season 3 time skip for anything because this can all be like some kind of inception thing. You know what I mean? This can all be in our minds or anything. So you never know with these writers. So great question anyway.
And the second question is, do you think that I would make a good static shot? Because I feel like the way I look, I could pull them off very easily. People always think I'm way younger than I actually am. So, yeah, shouts out to your show, and hope this makes it on.
Yeah, when I was when you was telling me your video question and stuff, I was like, yeah, this kid does kind of look like Virgil or Static Shock. You do look like him. You got the dreads. I mean, you already got the skin color, so you 2 for 2 right there. So you do kind of pull off the look too. If you want to go as him for like a cosplay or something, you should look into like people who know how to know how to create the costumes and know how to do all that stuff and sewing and stuff, because you would make a great um Static Shock for like Halloween or just for a random like cosplay convention. So if you're really into that, like I am, like I like to dress up and do stuff like that. Like I'm going to Dragon Con this year, and I'm going as Nick Fury because I was a very good Nick Fury during the Avengers premiere, and I got a lot of pictures taken. I shaved my head, had the beard, had the black trench coat and all that, so everybody thought I was like the Samuel Jackson or whatever. So yeah, I had the eye patch and everything. So if you look like it and you're really passionate about like being him, then go for it, dude. Like that's the only thing I can tell you. Like if you really want to be Stack Shout, find you the costume or make you the costume and be him and do it to the best of your ability. Thank you to everybody who's sending questions, video questions, and comments and stuff like that. I really do appreciate everybody. I now have like 1,000 and like 1,036 subscribers or something like that, and that's just amazing, man. I set my goal. I wanted to get at least 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I got it. And I'm sorry if I didn't get to your video questions or your regular questions. I got to try to condense everything, but I did read everything. So hopefully I can get you next time. And while we're on hiatus, I will be reviewing other stuff. I do still, if you are new to my show, earlier in my shows when I first started, I started reviewing like movies and stuff. And leading up to The Dark Knight Rises, I reviewed every Batman movie, and I still got to do 2 more. I got to do both of the Christopher Nolan Batman's, like Batman Begin and The Dark Knight. I still got to review those. I'm gonna try to review those while I'm at Disneyland with the people I'm with, because they're big Batman fans too. And then I'm gonna review The Dark Knight Rises when that comes out. Spider-Man when that comes, the Amazing Spider-Man when that comes out. Um, So while we're on hiatus, you're gonna still get a lot more content from me instead of Young Justice. I promise you. I'll be reviewing some comic books. And if the hotel that I'm in while I'm in Disneyland next week has The Legend of Korra. I will be reviewing The Legend of Korra, and I will be try to do a Let's Talk Legend of Korra too while I'm there, because I think their season is still going on. All right, I don't know. I don't know if they're doing like one of those hiatus things like Young Justice is too, but I'm pretty sure they'll Legend of Korra will be on next week too. So if I can watch it in time, I will have a review up for that. So everybody's been asking for that. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to do it to the best of my abilities. So please like this video, comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought, all that jazz. This is the Search Show 24/7. Be easy.